Having a beverage in hand is one of life's many pleasures and can boost the overall vibes as a whole. They are also the missing piece of the puzzle when it comes to a meal. But what do certain drinks rank among others? Well, grab a drink. See what I did there? Because we're doing a drink. Because we're doing a types of drinks tier list. Gatorade. Gatorade was my go-to drink when I played sports back in the day, which is not the case nowadays. With Gatorade, there are never specific flavors to choose from. No, it was specific colors that you choose from. If I were to ask you your favorite Gatorade flavor and you hit me with fruit punch, I'm gonna hit you with a 3-piece combo from Popeyes, because that's wrong, it's red, and if I catch you saying another flavor, I'm getting you lime. I'm not talking about lemon either. Gatorade can go B tier.
Want a Sprite cranberry?
I'm a huge fan of lemon lime sodas. Every time I'd go to a party or barbecue or gathering, I'm going straight to the coolers and locating the closest thing to lemon lime and drinking that bitch. I mean, you got Sprite, 7-Up, Starry, and all the other off-brand brands that sell lemon lime soda. Speaking on the topic of Sprite, we can all agree that McDonald's Sprite is the best Sprite, right? Damn, that was hard. Even though upon the first sip of some McDonald's Sprite will reboot your entire nervous system or even make your body take a screenshot, it's still so elite among other fast foods and the brand itself, honestly. These can go A tier.
Oh yeah!
Fruit punch is one of the most common drinks you see everywhere. It's an OG of drinks, and you can never go wrong with indulging in some. My only gripe with fruit punch is that if you are clumsy, like me, you'll spill it on your clothes, and it's really difficult to get out, and it's annoying, but then my mom gets it out because she's a goat and loves me, I think. That's really it about fruit punch though. It's really good, it's served essentially everywhere, and everyone loves it. Fruit punch can go B tier. Young me never appreciated the goatedness of water and would hate having to drink it since it never had any flavor. But present time, water is truly my best friend. It gives you life, literally and figuratively, and it's super refreshing at any time of the day. My favorite time to drink water though is when I wake up at 4 a.m., not knowing my surroundings or even my own name, but looking over to see a beautiful water bottle just sitting there waiting to be drunk, whatever it is. Water is the GOAT, and for that, it's gonna go S tier.
Then he waddled away, waddle, waddle.
I love lemonade a lot, don't get me wrong, but it depends on how it's made. Some people enjoy it more sour. As I've mentioned before, I'm a little bitch when it comes to sour things, so I prefer my lemonade to be more sweet. Lemonade hits the hardest during a hot summer day, which sounds typical, but it's the honest truth. Being outside in the heat is absolute misery, but get you a glass of lemonade and you'll be able to stay sane for a long time, which is why lemonade can go A tier.
He needs some milk!
Fun fact about me is that I was quite the milk connoisseur when I was a kid. And when I mean connoisseur, I mean I got very fat from drinking a lot of it, and I had to have a doctor tell me to lay off it. But my bones are super strong, so eat that, stupid, dumb doctor. Idiot. Milk is very good for stuff like cereal, cookies, chocolate, and milk is just used in a lot of actual meals that you can actually eat for dinner. Milk is low-key fire, so it can go A tier.
I chime in with a habit.
Energy drinks are just not good. I'm gonna be honest. I seriously don't know how people can drink a ton of these and function afterwards. That's just beyond me. Every time I think about energy drinks, I just think of some dude named Kyle that punches drywall for fun and calls his mom a bitch, all while him telling her she doesn't understand him. Speaking of moms, my mom did a swell job at keeping me away from these two by telling me my teeth will fall out if I ever drink them as a kid, so I never bothered to touch them. Anyways, these can go F tier. Grape juice is very hit or miss for a lot of people. As for me though, I like to sip on some grape juice here and there. I like grape flavor, so I don't mind drinking it, but I understand where people come from when they say they don't like it. Grape juice is just the one juice everyone leaves behind and forgets about, which is sad because grape juice doesn't deserve the cold shoulder. But for this tier list, it's gonna go C tier. Iced tea. Iced tea is the best drink there is, and there's no discussion about it. Iced tea has so many components that make it amazing, like the sweetness, the flavor, the temperature. Everything about it is just delightful. You got raspberry tea, mango tea, peach tea, blackberry tea, green tea for the healthy people out there. In my opinion, Arizona has the best tasting iced teas ever, with my favorites being sweet tea and mucho mango. Them bitches are good. Which is why iced tea can go S tier with water. Sparkling water. I've only had sparkling water during quote-unquote fancy events, and honestly, the only positive is that it makes you feel fancy. Yes, indubitably. I know that there are different brands of sparkling water like Ice and LaCroix, but none of them are really all that great in my opinion, so these can honestly go D tier. Citrus sodas. I'm not gonna lie, I thought citrus and lemon lime sodas were the same thing, but it turns out they're actually not. Citrus sodas consist of Mountain Dew, Mellow Yellow, Sundrop, and one other one. Squirt. I love Squirt. That shit tastes so good in my mouth. Give me the yummy, yummy Squirt. Anyway, Mountain Dew tastes pretty good, and Mellow Yellow is my favorite soda at one point, but I don't really drink these too often anymore. So citrus sodas can go C tier. Colas. Ah yes, the classic Pepsi and Coca-Cola debate. Which one is better? Which one is worse? Well, I'm here to tell you, I'm Team Pepsi. Pepsi just tastes better. I don't know what else it is. I just enjoy it more. Colas are the founding fathers of the soda game, and they're the most common soda you can have. So for that, these can go A tier.
There's some chalky milk.
Milk, but better. Chalky milk is light years better than regular milk because you're combining two amazing ingredients into one amazing drink, and it's beautiful, truly. Brought a tear to my eye. I just remember drinking this a shit ton in school with every single lunch like a barbarian, but I also remember how good they were and how frequent I would steal 3 to 4 milks at a time because I couldn't get enough. Chalky milk is amazing, no further discussion is needed. It's gonna go S tier. Root beer. I've never met anyone that actually likes root beer and drinks it occasionally, and to be honest, I'm content with that. Root beer has just such an odd taste that's unexplainable, and every time I've had it, it was just always a miserable experience during and afterwards. The only brands I know are A&W and Mug with the dog mascot literally named Dog, because that's very creative. Anyway, root beer can go F tier as well. Apple juice. I want to make one thing very clear. Apple juice is, and always will be, infinitely better than orange juice, okay? I don't make the rules, it just be how it be. Apple juice is really, really good, especially in the fall time, right next to apple cider. It's just also nice to drink it with some breakfast, you know what I'm saying? So apple juice can go A tier.
Get the rush out of life.
And now the Powerade and Gatorade debate. Just like Pepsi and Cola, these two have competed against each other for a long time. If I'm being honest, I haven't drank much of either enough to determine the differences between the two, but I'm pretty sure they're very similar in a lot of ways. And honestly, I'm just gonna go with Gatorade because that's what I grew up on. But Powerade can also go B tier with Gatorade. Orange juice is the staple drink for breakfast and is seen in every media that has breakfast in it. Orange juice is delicious and also gives you the option to either drink it with pulp or no pulp. I prefer no pulp, but sometimes I don't mind chewing on the pulp left over after taking a drink. Just want to reiterate, by the way, apple juice is much better than orange juice in case you forgot. Orange juice can go A tier though with apple juice.
Who loves orange soda?
Orange soda is my favorite type of soda as I'm a huge orange flavor fan. You got Fanta, Crush, Sunkist, all the other good ones I can't think of right now. Orange soda also just looks more delectable than any other soda with its orangey color and yummy flavor. I personally think Crush is the best brand, but any other brand that I mention are pretty close behind it. So orange soda can go S tier. Tea. I fucks with actual hot tea. I don't drink it often, but here and there, drinking hot tea can be a nice vibe. Hot tea is also helpful when you're sick and need some steam to clear your sinuses, so major points to hot tea for doing that. It's also fun dunking the tea bags in the hot water and watching the tea be prepared. And it's also fun to say tea bags. Tea bags. Nice. Overall, I think tea is pretty cool, but not really the preferred drink. So it can go C tier.
Hey, does anybody want coffee?
I'm not a coffee drinker whatsoever, and I can blame the teachers that I've had for that. You ever get help from a teacher and you can't focus because their hot coffee breath is just going straight into your nostrils? It's the absolute worst, and I'm just not a fan of it at all. The only way I'll drink coffee is if there's creamer in it, which makes it somewhat bearable, but other than that, I'm not really too crazy for it. So coffee can go C tier, and that's the tier list. Take a good look at it. Admire it, love it, all that jazz. I also wanted to thank you guys so much for the support on my gym class tier list video. That has gotten so much traction, and I think it's amazing to watch it grow, and I appreciate all the positive comments that you guys left on it. And we're also only 15 subs away from the big 100, so only 99,900 more subs to go once we reach that. But thank you guys for watching, and until next time, see ya.